thank you for welcoming us in your homes and making us a part of your Sunday evenings. This is Crime Watch, a program where we enlighten you of your police service roles and operations, as well as extending a hand to you members of the public to work with us in fighting crime in our communities. My name is Vanessa Sivanda with Victor Ganyaofu on Sign Language. We start our program today by looking at convictions across the country. Talent Bondia, aged 29, who raped an 11-year-old girl, was convicted and sentenced to 17 years imprisonment at Chitungwiza Regional Court. Matthias Samabani, aged 37, who committed a spate of unlawful entry and theft cases from the period extending from July 2018 to October 2019, was recently convicted and sentenced to 98 months imprisonment at Harare Magistrate Court. Douglas Seremwa, aged 32, an ex-convict, was sentenced to 22 years imprisonment by a Murewa magistrate for unlawful entry and theft. His arrest led to the station clearing 13 cases of unlawful entry and theft. Still in Murewa, CID Murewa did a sterling job and accounted for 9 out of 18 armed robbers who attempted to rob a family in Murewa. Officer in charge CID Murewa, Detective Inspector Hazune Jindu, gives us the details.
We received a report of attempted armed robbery in Uzumba, area being policed by Zetarapim Tower. The accused persons hatched a plan to rob the complainant in Uzumba. They proceeded to the place driving a Toyota Hiace Kombi, and they were 18. 3 of the accused persons remained in the Kombi, whilst the other 15 proceeded to the complainant's homestead. They purported to be detectives from CID Murewa. The accused persons were armed with 4 pistols. The accused persons exchanged fire with the complainant for more than an hour. And because of the vigilance of the villagers, they proceeded to the scene, and the accused persons ran away from the scene of crime. The accused persons who were in the Kombi left, leaving behind the other 15, who proceeded to the mountain called Mukuru. While they were proceeding to Murewa, the Kombi was stoned by the villagers and all the window panes were shattered. That's the team spirit from the villagers. The accused persons later dumped the Kombi in Murewa center. We proceeded to the Kombi and carried out some searches and recovered various satchels, various rounds of ammunition, some balaclavas, which the accused persons were using. The accused persons who proceeded to the mountain were followed up by the residents who were in hot pursuit. We then proceeded to the scene, and with the assistance of the villagers, we apprehended 11 accused persons out of the 18, and the other 7 are still on the run. The 2 ringleaders, that is Fero Gurudza and Mananga, they were wanted regionally. These 2 accused persons, they are based in South Africa, and they only come to Zimbabwe solely to commit crime. I would want to tell the villagers or the residents, or should I say the community at large, that crime does not pay. Some of the accused persons, they had to spend 4 days in the mountains because the detectives and the villagers were surrounding the mountain. Some of the accused persons died because they were now surviving on tree leaves in the mountain. The accused persons were taken to court where they are still on remand prison.
In Harare, CID Braeside have arrested 3 accused persons for cases of unlawful entry and theft. The accused persons were targeting hardware shops, whereby they used bolt cutters to gain entry. Upon arrest, police recovered property stolen from areas such as Heathcliff and Mondoro. Members of the public are being advised to come and identify their property. Investigations are still in progress.
Currently, the accused persons are in remand prison, and they are assisting police with investigations. So far, we are linking with other police stations in and outside Harare to try and clear some of the cases. We are also appealing to the members of the public who have got information to come forward to the police and give information which may assist in clearing these cases of unlawful entry and theft.
In Matabeleland South, ZRP Victory have arrested a 66-year-old pedophile for raping a juvenile.
The circumstances surrounding the matter is that we received a tip-off from one of the community members from where the accused person, both the accused person and the complainant reside. Circumstances are that this old man has been proposing love for some time to this young 15-year-old girl. The girl denied, and then on this fateful day, the man invited the girl child to his homestead, disguising as he wanted the complainant to help him recharge his cell phone, which he was not able to do by himself. When the girl went to the homestead, the man invited the girl child to his kitchen hut, where he closed the door and tied it with a wire. And then he forcibly had sexual intercourse with this young girl. After that, he released the young girl and gave her some oranges and a packet of chips, commonly known as jiggies. This man was arrested and is currently appearing at Plumtree Regional Circuit Court. I would like to conscientize members of the public to make sure that wherever the children go is being accompanied by an adult. And please make sure that the victim is well protected after the incident. Please, parents, do not assault the children or beat them up for being raped. It's not their fault.
Rape is a serious crime, and as such, let us report early so that the victims quickly get medical attention and the perpetrators are brought to book. On that note, we take a short break. Stay tuned. We are in the second segment of Crime Watch. As the ZRP continues to engage members of the public, ZRP Plumtree in Matabeleland South held an all-stakeholders crime awareness campaign involving all government departments, traditional leaders, business community, schools, and their counterparts from the Botswana Police Service. This came at the wake of rise in crime in Plumtree, especially rape, robbery, theft, and smuggling. The event was held at Dingimuzi Stadium in Plumtree. The officer in charge, ZRP Plumtree, gave an insight of the crimes occurring in the border town.
ZRP Plumtree initiated ndawonye lama stakeholders campaign lay. It is a campaign where we have our aim to say no to crime. Ngenxa yakhonokho yabantu abangena eborder lethu bengena kungekho emthethweni, so yikho sokungenisa amatsotsi amanengi ababengena bezosmagla impahla, abanye basmagla zisiye eBotswana ezinye ziphenduka lapha. So lokhu yikho okubangele ukuthi amacala ayengeze. Yikho ekwenzela ukuthi sicine sesiba le function lay, sihlangane njengama stakeholders sisithi how can we fight crime together. Ama immigrants ethu ngabe deportwa eBotswana babuya bezocommita ama offenses ngapha, bayadala amacala lapha edorobheni lethu ngoba bayabedinga izimali zokuthi babuyele ekhaya. Kodwa lokhu thina sihlali kuphela sibukele, siyasebenza ndawonye lama stakeholders engikhulume lawo, ndawonye labamasunga letsebe abeBotswana, sisenza ama joint patrols in order to curb crime area yethu. City ZRP Plumtree is open to do business with every stakeholder that is here who wants to fight crime.
The legislator for Mangwe constituency, Honorable Hlalani Mguni, who was representing the Minister of Industry and Commerce, Honorable Mangaliso Ndlovu, officiated at the event.
In line with the government of Zimbabwe mantra, Zimbabwe is open for business. It is our responsibility to ensure that the opportunities are created. We need to portray a crime-free passage to our tourists and travelers, potential investors. Peaceful and crime-free environment is therefore a critical factor that affords investors a will and security to invest in any country. I urge all those who are into business to have a heart and serve the community with trust and goodwill. Why is our society providing a haven of crime? Let those errant business persons be forewarned that government will not sit and watch their behavior as it provides a bedrock for crime that hurts the ordinary citizens for their selfish gains.
Botswana Police Service officials who were part of the proceedings hailed the relationship which exists between the two police services in curbing crime.
So far, we are enjoying good relationship with the Zimbabwean Republic Police. Let me appeal to all citizens of Zimbabwe to join hands with the ZRP to fight against the crime between our borders, particularly illegal border crossings. We must work together for the betterment of our two countries and ensure our borders are safe.
Other government departments also added their voices on crime issues.
We are glad to be part of this initiative. We are also saying in capital letters, no to any form of crime that is immigration related. We are saying no to smuggling of persons or trafficking of persons. We are saying no to smuggling of minors. We are saying no to border jumping. We are saying no to traveling without a proper document. We are saying no to using bushy roads. We are saying no to using undesignated points.
We now look at traffic issues, where speeding has been highlighted as the topmost risk factor in road traffic accidents. As we approach the rainy and the festive season, drivers ought to be more cautious and stick to the stipulated speed limits. Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe speaks on this issue.
Speeding is the greatest risk factor in all our fatal road traffic crashes, as according to our research. What does this mean? Globally, it contributes to more than 50% of all road traffic fatalities here in Zimbabwe. According to our 2017-2018 festive season road traffic research, we discovered that more than 60% of the fatal road traffic crashes recorded were as a result of either excessive speed or inappropriate speed. Inappropriate speed is when you know full well the condition of the road may not allow you to drive at the posted speed. Posted speed, which means speed legally permitted along that stretch of the road. So even if the posted speed, the legal speed is 80 kilometers per hour, you may not want to drive at 80 kilometers per hour because you know the conditions of the road, the conditions of the weather may not allow you to do so. It won't be safe. So it's better you be driving at 50, 40 or so according to the conditions. We also have excessive speed. This is going beyond the legal permitted speed along that stretch of the highway. It normally happens because of the festive season euphoria. We want your inner person as a driver to be able to control yourself and your attitude so that we drive safely on our roads from point A to point B. It is our clarion call for you all drivers to ensure that you drive at appropriate and accepted speeds on our roads. But it's not for the driver alone. Some passengers who are carried by this driver, if you feel that the driver is driving at inappropriate or excessive speed, why don't you tell them? Find a diplomatic way of telling the driver to slow down. Our theme, this particular 2019 festive season campaign, is Save Lives, Slow Down. So it's the Save Lives #slow down campaign that we would like you to cascade to everyone. If you have a loved one, a loved family member, a loved colleague at work, why don't you tell them the story that they must save lives by slowing down as long as they are driving? Or even if you are a passenger, advise them because you are your brother's keeper. Keep them alive. Drive to arrive alive. Take it easy on our roads. This is our story.
Welcome to the final segment of Crime Watch. Stock theft is one of the crimes of concern to the police, who have come up with different strategies to curb this scourge. Recently, ZRP Mashonaland East Province held its cattle branding program at Glovina Primary School in Chivu District. At this event, the ZRP demonstrates its commitment in preserving the national herd by encouraging farmers to brand cattle to avoid losing them to cattle rustlers or through straying.
Many times we have seen the police and the public grappling with occurrence of crime, and in particular stock theft, which negatively affects our day-to-day lives. ZRP and you as our stakeholders have found it prudent to undertake this program in order to preserve and protect our cattle from being stolen, as well as guarding against the spread of diseases. Most importantly, the presence of brand mark allows the buyer of cattle to verify whether the seller is the authentic owner, and also assist the owner or the police to identify the cattle in case it is stolen or recovered. Let me take this opportunity to remind you that our cattle clearance process is absolutely free. At no time is a member of the public obliged to pay for the services to the police when intending either to sell or buy cattle amongst yourselves.
The province also took time to recognize hard-working police officers through the Awards of Excellence.
The police officers have shown extraordinary traits when it comes to combating crime through outstanding investigative techniques.
Ndinomfaro mukuru nhasi mubayiro wandapiwa wekutanga ende ndinovimbisa kuti tichashanda zvakanaka uye nesimba ndichibatsira mhuri zhinji yemuZimbabwe kudzivirira mhosva dziye dzichaparwa muno munyika.
I feel very happy by being awarded this award because I managed to save life.
Meanwhile, the ZRP continues to train its members in various areas to sharpen their skills in fighting crime. The Zimbabwe Republic Police Staff College held its 36th graduation ceremony at Morris Depot in Harare, where police officers graduated with different certificates and diplomas. A total number of 376 students, consisting of 242 males and 134 females, graduated. Others who had completed their studies at different colleges and universities across the country were also presented to the Commissioner General of Police. The principals at ZRP Staff College thanked the government and the organization for their support, which is helping the college develop day by day.
I'm glad to report that the college is realigning its curricula from the traditional education philosophy of teaching, research, and community engagement to be in sync with the Education 5.0 philosophy. The philosophy is to advance the narrative of heritage-based development characterized by innovation and industrialization. Undoubtedly, integrating the component of innovation and industrialization in the college curricula is set to complement output-based national development activities by producing police officers who are best suited to serve in a globally competitive Zimbabwe.
The Police Staff College is an affiliate of the University of Zimbabwe. Hence the presence of the University of Zimbabwe Vice-Chancellor, Professor Paul Mafumo, who assured that the university will continue rendering support to the college to realize its goals.
Our national police force has done well in fulfilling their constitutional mandate to provide security and maintain law and order in Zimbabwe. I've come to the realization that some people fail to recognize the importance of the police service because they have probably never known chaos, lawlessness, and disorder. Hence, they take the police for granted. Now, turning to the graduates, you did well by choosing to pursue higher education in your various areas of specialization. We expect nothing short of high standards of police service from you. Allow me at this juncture to affirm that the University of Zimbabwe will continue to support the Zimbabwe Public Police Staff College in its quest to fulfill its vision of imparting knowledge and skills to its personnel.
The event was officiated by the Honorable Minister of Home Affairs and Cultural Heritage, Ambassador Kane Ndabazekaya Ginyilije Matema.
Admittedly, the 21st century and fourth industrial revolution require a police service that is adept and capable of grappling with a dynamic global society. Technology is accelerating at a faster pace than ever. Criminals, on the other end, are day in and day out exploring new mechanisms of making their illicit enterprises more sophisticated and difficult to unravel. In this milieu of rapid mutations, policing has to move in congruence with the fluid policing landscape. And at the heart of policing is the enduring demand for police officers to demonstrate dedication to communities, the utmost sense of duty and sacrifice. We are pleased by Zeterapi's partnership with reputable state universities, namely the University of Zimbabwe and Pindura University of Science Education, among others. It is gratifying to witness officers from other security forces graduating today. I say congratulations. You have done very well and deserve to celebrate today.
It has been a long way, and we have enjoyed a lot because the period demanded a high degree of discipline, commitment, hard work, and persistence.
I believe that I've been equipped with requisite knowledge, skills, and values that I'm going to use in my day-to-day running of the organization.
As we come to the end of today's episode, we would like to highlight some of the people who are on the police wanted list. Moses Mutswiri, aged 40, whose last known address is 10908 Zengeza 4, Chitumbisa, is wanted by ZRP Harare Central for a case of armed robbery. ZRP Harare Central is also looking for Kenneth Chitio, aged 35, of house number 78 Malvin Road, Waterfalls, Harare, for cases of armed robbery and unlawful possession of a firearm. Solomon Nyamunga, aged 30, of house number 1823 Mugodo, Ruvimbo Park, Marondera, is wanted by ZRP Milton Park for a case of armed robbery. Anyone with information that may help the police in locating these people should contact any nearest police station or contact us on the details that have been appearing on your screen. It has been a pleasure having you along. Continue assisting us in ridding our communities of criminal elements. Till we meet again next week, pleasant viewing.